Hey guys, Karibo Bros here, and today we're with Ant. We've got a update to the Elemental Hero, Master Hero deck profile. Yes, do you want to walk us through it, explain why Solid Man's a good card, etc.?
So as Nathan just rightly pointed out, Solid Man got released in the Megatons, and it actually makes the deck a lot more consistent. So only 2 cards makes Darkflow now. But in this deck we can make 1 card Darkflow without Hero Live, so we'll just go into play 3 Shadow Mist, because he's basically, as usual, the heart and soul of the deck. It searches your Mass Change and searches your hero monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. He's just really good, to be fair.
Originally you were playing 2 last time around?
I think so, yeah. I think it was, if I remember rightly, yeah. I was only playing 2 because it's just a brick, because you didn't want to see it, because you could never search Goblin Bear properly.
But now we can.
But now we can search a better one, so it's good. Play 3 Vion, because it's the best card. It sends Mali and adds a Poly, and it's really good. And sends Shadow Mist, more importantly, so you could just get searches. So it's like another copy of Rota for your normal summon, essentially. Then, as the aforementioned Solid Man, really cool card. Basically, he's a Goblin Bear, so every time he's normal summoned, you get to summon a hero from your hand. A level 4 lower hero, I believe.
Yeah.
And when he's sent from the field by a spell effect, so Mass Change or Poly on the field, you can revive any hero monster in your grave in defense position.
Does that come up much?
It comes up a lot, actually. It helps Link Climb, funnily enough. It helps Link Climb, and then it helps just get resources like Mass Change if you special Shadow Mist back from the grave. So he plays a very important role in the deck, which is kind of good. And then for the best hero card in Link format ever, and probably will still be the best hero card ever, is Malicious. He essentially just helps you Link Climb, and being able to send him off fire and make it all day quite easily is really good. And he's just free. He's just free basically. 1 Honestly Neos and 1 Bubbleman.
Okay, so Bubbleman's back?
Bubbleman is back. He just allows you to go into the extra and give you a bit of versatility, and then this is just like the absolute win button sometimes. Like if you just need this deck, like loses resources very quickly, and it's very, you either lock them out or you just make sure they don't play the game in the first 2 turns, and then you just kind of win from there. And you need to win in that time frame, otherwise you've lost all your resources, and then they make some kind of mad comeback, then you're probably going to lose. But this is really good because a lot of people are frightened to attack over hero cards because they know this is a thing. It gives you guy 2/5, and then on the field you can ditch your hero monster in hand as well, and make you gain the attack of the ditched hero monster. Bubbleman, as I say, is there for versatility, and he does come up if you want to link someone if it's the only card in your hand as well.
I mean, I'm assuming we don't get the draw 2 effect though.
No, I've played this deck for 3-4 years and never once resolved that effect. Everyone else who plays it for a week seems to resolve it. 3 Ash.
So we still play hand traps regardless of Bubbleman?
Yeah, just not loads. We only play the 6, and I feel like these are the best 6 at the minute. I feel like Droll's just fallen out of the format.
I was about to say, what's changed there? Ogre's come back and over Droll?
I think this is just good. It's just very versatile, but it's Droll. You play Altergeist and you just look at Droll and just think, well, this is a really bad card against this matchup, and you often find yourself starting it out a lot. This is so versatile, just hits so many cards. Like, I think the biggest one this is great against is 2 cards like Protocol against Altergeist, or Mecha Bear when you're playing against Invoked. These are really, really good. Even in what's the spell? Sky Striker play.
Oh,
the one that sets them all.
Yeah, it brings them all back. Yeah.
Whatever that card is. So that's it for the monsters. I think it's like 21 monsters, I think. I don't know.
Now people can just rewatch.
Yeah, I think it's a 42 card main deck. So, yeah. We play 3 Hero Lives, it's pretty standard. It's literally a win button for the deck.
Is it still game over if we get Ash though?
You know what? It's actually not. It's
not anymore,
really,
no.
It's now essentially the biggest bait card in this deck, because people go, oh, you pay 4k and someone from the deck, let's Ash that, and you're like, okay, normal Vion effects, and you just kind of win again. So it is the biggest bait card, and it's not once per 10, and you can activate it when you've got face downs as well. So it is quite versatile, and it's really good. And you can always activate it. 3 Mass Change.
Self-explanatory, really.
Yep, you want to add a Mixed Starfall, it's a good card. 3 Equal, and this is really good now because our search targets have just been bumped up a lot by having Solid Man. So this is essentially 6 versions of Solid Man, or 6 versions of Shadow.
Vion, whatever.
Yeah, you can't search Vion off.
Oh, sorry, you can't, no, yeah.
Yeah, but this is really good now. Just need them priority ones because I hate commons. Rota to go with them, so it adds any warrior, which is pretty good. 3 Call By, this is really important. As we said, if this gets ashed, if this is the only play you've got, you kind of want one of these. But this is good. Basically, our standpoint on the deck is it can do multiple things, so we'll just go through them when we get to the actual deck. Play 2 Polymerization.
2?
Yeah, everyone's got that reaction at the minute, but it's really good because with Vion being able to send any hero monster on summon and then banishing a hero monster from your grave to have a poly comes up a lot, and especially when you open Malicious in your hand in the first hand.
You need to ditch it to grave to obviously bring
You
them
have
back.
you have to ditch a monster to grave to get it out your hand with poly, so then you don't have poly for the rest of the game. That's why I'm playing 2. It does come up. I found it comes up a lot actually. And then Reborn, and then people are going to judge me for the next 6 cards. So that's it for the normal spells, I guess. And then we play equipped spells, and we play 6 of them. And it actually really comes up. So the standard one, everyone's been playing in like decks like this, Moon Mirror, because it doesn't brick, essentially, because you can add it and put it back. Oh, you can activate it and put it back, should I say. The one Goki plays actually comes up a lot in this deck, and we'll go through that in a minute. And then just a few other ones like Living Fossil, it's basically a monster reborn, pretty good. DDR brings back Malicious and Shadow Mist if you banish them, which kind of comes up a little bit.
Yeah, it makes another Dark Lord, I guess.
This frighteningly comes up a lot, especially when you go second and you actually open this. It's really good because you can equip it back to Resolve, and it's really good. And then Axe of Fools, you can negate your opponent's monster effects with this. It's kind of good. But the reason we play 6 is because we want to summon a level 4 off Resolve.
Yeah.
And we don't want to play 5 because if we open 2 we then can't play, and the likelihood of opening 3 it just doesn't seem to happen. I don't think I've been in a game, touch wood, where I've opened 3 of them. I've opened 2 of them and then not been able to play because I've played 5, but these are all pretty good.
Like you said, you can send something back anyway. So.
Yeah, and if it's worse, comes worse, you can summon Malicious off an Resolve. But I don't think anyone's going to do that. So extra deck, it's kind of standard, I guess, for hero lists. 1 Anki because he helps you go for game, especially with Honesty Neos. You can attack directly for 14, boosted by 2/5, do 3/9 directly, which is actually a really cool trick. But he's there just to kind of get you to mash changes and just break a board, essentially. You play 2 Dark Lord because he is the MVP of the deck, and the reason why people play this deck is because he's just the best stun card in the absolute game.
Is
by far.
Is he one of the FCG?
I'm not going to. I know Shadow Mist at 1, but I think this is still unlimited. I'm not too sure. But this is really good. Diane, this has a resurgence in this deck since the Solid Man is nerfed, and it's a hero, so you can target it. It does come up for OTKs, especially by using Solid Man's secondary effect to bring back a monster from grave. Well, a hero monster. We're still playing the Acid and
Of course we are. We're going to play Pokemon, we're going to play these.
This just gives you so much versatility, and the fact that you can link some of this. I've got a really old text and I got caught up on this the other day because it's when effect on the old cards. I thought it mistimed, but it's actually a mandatory effect, so it always has to be chain link 1. But then in the new errata, it's a name, so you can make it a whatever chain link you want. That's kind of cool. And then we play Adoration, and Adoration's here to help us not brick.
Help us get the.
So basically, when we open Malicious, anyway to access Poly, and Malicious and a hero, basically you summon this and then activate Malicious and then carry on with normal. So basically, unbricks our hands really, and he is good because you can go 30 Ks with him, I guess. So he's pretty cool. For the links, we play Resolve because it's the best card. Phoenix comes up, sort of, but basically just the Nightmare package.
I'm assuming one of the reasons we also play the Goki sword, the
Phoenix Blade does it, yeah. So it's kind of free at that point, and the same for DDR. There's a few little niche things in this deck that you can do, but these are just utility cards. 1 decode for just the generic Link 3, and then the next cards are Link 4s. So we play 1 Borrow Load, because again it's just utility and doesn't out Borrow Load. Yeah, out Borrow Load, out extra. Well, out kind of stupid boards like Nightmare boards. Borrow Sword helps go through its case. It's really good, really good. And the last one is Gunblow.
no more Nat Beast anymore.
No more Nat Beast, no. Nat Beast is really shit because they just make a save and pop it, and I don't really want to open the level 1 tuner and put in the main monster in. It's good in like BA, but it's not good in any other deck because they just save it away.
Yeah.
And most decks just have an out to it, like especially at Mach Knights and stuff.
So we're going to be updating this deck again next month, aren't we, when we get the link?
Literally, yeah. I don't know if it's next month when we get it, but it's pretty good. Basically, you can set any fusion card from your deck if you play Foolish Burial Goods. So I guess it's kind of good. But basically, what we're trying to do with this deck is we're just trying to rip 4 cards on our opponent's hand, so they have 2 cards to deal with the Dark Lord Gunblow. And it is good. You can arguably play Celestia, the Destiny hero, and +2 if you ditch it as well. So, but I can sort of go through a combo if you need to.
If you want, we may as well. I mean, you've not done a video in ages, so.
I'm not even going to bother going through side deck.
Monetization mark. 950.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother going through side deck because it's personal preference. So basically, a kind of a good combo with this deck is to open something like this.
And we've got ways to go into these cards, obviously, as well.
Yeah, so basically your objective is to make a Gumlar and summon a Darkler in their turn and Mali in your turn. So your normal special, get the mass change. Link these two off to make Azalde. It doesn't really matter when I'm going to put these, I'm just kind of going to go through it. Activate Azalde's effect to +1 by adding either Honesty Neos or Bubman, depending if you go first or second. You want to add Honesty Neos first, Bubman goes second, because it just helps break the board. So you've added these two so far. Then send the 4 equip spells to summon Vion. Vion's going to send Malicious to the grave, activate Malicious, link these 4 off for a Gumbler, and then at this point you want to add your Phoenix Blade back from the grave, whatever it is. Yeah, you want to add this back from the grave by banishing Azald and Vion.
I can't wait for people who have not listened to the audio to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, basically it just helps you free discard, and you'd have another three cards in hand, so you'd have 6 cards in your hand at this point. You want to set your mass change, and then Mali back to this zone, activate Gumbler effect, discard 2, and then in the standby phase activate mass change, target your Malicious and some of your Dark Lord to the same zone, and then banish 2 cards from your opponent's hand during the standby phase, and basically they start their turn with 2 cards.
To out both of these.
To out both of these, and a lot of decks really struggle with that. There is some decks like True Draco where they just go, okay,
Rocky Shocky.
Rocky Shocky, which did happen the other day, which I was kind of sad about.
That is brutal.
It is, but the way he got to it was going,
Rocky Demise.
he goes Demise, draw, duality, he goes normal Rocky, activate Demise, activate duality, saves Regeki, and just goes slams it on the table. I was a bit disappointed, but decks where they don't have absolute power cards like that, where Draco does, you're going to cripple them and you just get an easy game 1. And it's basically what I play. Other than that,
rogue option then.
yeah, it's really good. Other than that, you can just sit on the Dark on the main one, so in a lot of decks find that hard as well. It's like Danger, can't not play against this card. Trickstars have a real bad matchup against this, especially if you come Marlin. It's like just a little bit more of an option than just sitting on a Dark Hole. And that's kind of what's good about it.
Sound.
Is there any reason other than its heroes to play this deck over anything else?
It's probably one of the better rogue options, or anti-meta options, and it always will be, so I guess it's kind of good.
Fair enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and then check out the Discord in the description below.